Hey, what's going on, people? Y'all know who it is. It's Shamar with Alan Lux, and we are back with another video. What's happening? Listen, change the set again. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to give y'all different looks, different spots in the studio, so that y'all can see all the capabilities. What I want to know is, what has been your favorite set thus far? Put it in the comments, let me know. Also, is there a spot in the studio that you want to see me shoot on? Let me know that too in the comments. All right, today we are talking about yet some more updates and upgrades to the studio. I think I said it in the first video of the year that we were going to be doing a lot of upgrades to our equipment and things that we use in the studio, and we've gotten even more. I gotta fill y'all in. I gotta let y'all know what's happening, what we got, how we're making life better for you. So I thought about it as I was listening to everything out, and I remember when I watch other people's videos and they're talking about, you know, what's in their space, I want to know how much it costs. If they don't say it, I go Google it. I go to Amazon. I try to figure out what is it, how much does it cost? Is it in my wheelhouse? Can I afford it? And I say all that to say that I'm going to share costs with you today, not because I just want to talk about costs, but there might be somebody out there that is interested in whatever I'm discussing, and they may want to know how much it costs as well to see if they can get it. So we're going to dive right in there, and we are going to talk about cameras. We've upgraded the cameras, and I'm excited. So I think I already shared with you all the R8s that we bought. Canon R8. It is the lightest, most compact mirrorless camera that they have, and the most affordable one. So it can get you in the game at an affordable price. I bought two R8s. The first one I bought was $14.49. The second one I bought was $11.49. Yes, there's a $300 difference, and here's the reason why. The first one I bought in January. I bought the second one in February, and they were running a $300 rebate at that time. So we saved us some money there. I also thought about it. Now that's body only, right? So that's just the body of the camera. No lens came with that at that price point. And I thought about what would be the best way for me to handle the lens. They have some 50mm lens that are RF specific, and that's RF stands for the, you know, I don't know what it stands for, but R series, right? So these mirrorless cameras, they use an RF lens. That 50mm lens would have been $199 a piece. So I would have had to buy two of them, right? But I chose to buy the EF-EOS R adapter. What that means is that I have some EF lens that are for my DSLRs, the non-mirrorless cameras that I have. I can use those lens on the mirrorless camera with this adapter. The adapter costs $129. So saving $70 per camera, right? Because, or not per camera, per lens, because now we can use the previous ones we have. Instead of paying $199 for the new lens and the old lens collect dust, save $70, buy the adapter, and use the old lens that we already had. All right. And I bought three of those adapters because I originally thought I was going to get three R8s. I'll tell you what I did instead of getting that third R8 here in a second. So that is a savings of $210. Had to do the math in my head real quick. 70 is 140, add another 70 to it, that's 210. So save $210 just by buying the adapters. And listen, that's something that you all need to do as well. If you're shopping for gear, no matter, even if it's not in photography, you know, you're a business owner in a different space, figure out how to cut costs but maintain the quality. And that's how I did it, save $210. All right, so next up is something that I'm excited about. Got it yesterday. It is the Canon EOS R6. So this is what I decided to buy instead of buying another R8. The reason why is I've been using the 80D, the Canon 80D, 7 years now. That is my photography camera. That has been my workhorse. and that has been my go-to. So all the photos that y'all seen me shoot, if y'all have hired me and I shot your event, your portraits, I've used the Canon 80D, and I thank you, because you all have, of course, helped us upgrade here 7 years later. Let's talk about the cost of that one originally. So the Canon 80D with a kit lens of 18 to 135 millimeter, and it had a f 3.5 to 5.6, something like that. At that time, the cost was $1,500. Okay, and that was a lot of money for me back then, boy. But that investment has made its return over and over again. I made that $1,500 back over and over and over these past 7 years. All right, so this one, the Canon EOS R6, I got it with a kit lens that is the RF 24 to 105 millimeter f4 throughout. The total cost of it was $3,300 for both the body and the lens. And I also got a warranty with it, extended warranty, 2 years. So the camera, the manufacturer, they give you a 1 year warranty, but I bought the 2 year warranty that gives me 3 years now of coverage, and that was $300. All right, this is it. I know y'all saw the B-roll because I already put it in there, I'm sure, but this is it. It feels good in my hand. The thing about mirrorless cameras that took me a while to get here, I always thought that they were lightweight, and I need a camera that put some weight on it. You know, I need that weight on it so that I know that it's stable, is secure in my hand, and I can take the shot, right? This gives me what I need. This lens, of course, helps because the lens got a little bit of weight as well, but the camera body itself feels a little hefty like my DSLR, my 80D did. The only thing that I'm missing is the battery grip. I love to shoot with a battery grip. That is coming on Monday. That's going to give yet even more. I'm filming this on Saturday, by the way, so it's already here by the time y'all watch this, but it's coming in 2 days from today. So when I get it on here, that's going to add some more weight, and then when I turn to the side, instead of using the shutter button right here, there will be a shutter button right here on the side as well. So when I'm taking portraits, I can just use the shutter here instead of having my arm out, you know, like that and taking it like that. I don't like seeing that, by the way. Just like you guys that are in a gym, shout out to my boy Aaron, the trainer. You hate being in the gym, seeing people with bad form. I hate being somewhere and seeing a shooter with bad form. And this is bad form, my people. Don't do it. I'm gonna have to do it tonight because I don't have my battery grip. But I'm shooting a birthday party, so that'll be my test run on this tonight. I've already shot a couple of things when I got it yesterday, and I shot a little bit earlier today. But my true first event is tonight, and I'm capturing it. And you won't see my arm like this too much because a lot of times at events, you're shooting landscape. You're not shooting too many portraits. There will be some, like if I just need to get a shot of one person or something like that, get a tight shot or switch it up, might do that. But mostly it'll be right here. And definitely when I get that battery grip, I'll be like right here. All right, so $3,300 for that kit plus the warranty brings the total all in at $3,600. We got 2 Mac Minis. One Mac Mini M2 has 256 gigabytes of SSD storage. That was $599. The second Mac Mini M2 has 512 gigabytes of SSD storage, and that came in at $799. I got the two different storage capacities for 2 reasons. The one with the 256, I figured that's mainly used for administrative duties, you know, generating quotes, generating invoices, communicating with clients through email, web browsing, and things like that. The other one with the 512 gigabytes, that one was going to be dedicated to editing. Strictly editing, right? And I wanted to make sure it had a little bit more capacity than the other one. And back to my original thing, let's talk about costs here. How can we save a little bit of cost? And that was one way we saved, what, $200 on the one with the 256. All right. So if you don't know, Mac Minis only come with the computer itself, no monitor, no peripherals, nothing. So we had to buy that separately. I Googled the best, compatible monitors for the Mac Mini. It gave me a list of 10, and I went with number 2 on the list, which is the LG UltraFine 27-inch computer monitor. Bought 2 of those at a price of $249.99 a piece. And if I didn't say it earlier, I'm putting a list or the links in the description of these different products that I named. Most of them were bought on Amazon because I do not like going to the stores and buy, but I did have to go to the store for the R6 and the Mac Minis. I wanted to see those in person, but all the other stuff is probably from Amazon. Anyway, so got those monitors, got a couple of the Magic keyboard and Magic mouse for both of them as well. The interns, 2 interns work here right now, and they were editing videos. They were editing 2 different podcasts. And so I set them at the editing bay. One was on the 512 Mac Mini, the other one was on the 256 Mac Mini, and they're sitting beside each other. Now, they are having a volume war, because they're listening to 2 different videos. One turned his volume up because the other one was pretty loud. The other one turned his up because now he can't hear. And they went back and forth. And I'm sitting over here. So they were at the editing bay right here beside me. I'm sitting over there on my laptop working. And as they're going back and forth with that, I immediately went to Google and I found these headphones that I'm about to tell you about, and I had them ship them. So I got the Audio-Technica ATH M30X professional studio monitor headphones. They were at a cost of $69 each. I bought 2 of them. And listen, I love you, Amazon, because y'all got those headphones here within an hour. In that hour, I immediately gave them to them. Was like, look, plug them in, put them on. Problem solved. I don't have to hear nothing. Y'all don't have to fight back and forth with the volume. Everybody is winning here. And they're pretty good quality headphones too. All right, next up, I got the GVM. GVM stands for Great Video Maker. That's the brand. 200 watt LED video light with softbox. And the model number is SD200B. Now this softbox and light kit this light kit and softbox, I should say. It included Bluetooth mesh network, DMX control, 2700 Kelvin to 6800 Kelvin studio light that is continuous. We're actually using it right now. It is my key light, so it's coming from right here to light this side of my face. This bad boy is bright. It gets bright. It's bicolor. You can change colors, and guess what? You can do all of it from the app as well. So I could take the brightness up, bring the brightness down, change the temperature of the light, or I can change the light altogether. And I think they got like some different modes in there too, like strobe light effect, all these different type of effects and stuff like that. Probably not going to be using those, but definitely will be changing the temperature and changing the color from time to time. The price for that is $359. And that came with a stand as well. So you got the light, you got the softbox, and you got a stand, a light stand, and pretty cool, pretty dope bag that it came in as well. And it has a front part where you could put your information in there. So I just slid a little business card inside of the bag just to identify, that's my carrying case. What else about that? Check out the softbox. I love GVM for this because it's my brand colors. It looks so sick. It's like the black and the pop of red. It just looks so clean. I love it. The light itself is very heavy duty, very sturdy. You can tell that, it's some weight on it. They made it with quality products or materials, and I'm already satisfied with it. Like I said, we're shooting on it right now. All right, next up is the Govee smart light bulbs. They are Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Control it from an app. Color changing bulbs, and they do the same thing. You can change the temperature, you can change the color, and I'm about to show you that now because those bulbs are right there behind me, those yellow ones, and you control it from the app. Now, each light bulb is controlled separately, so you can turn them on and turn them off from the app. I'm not going to turn them off. I'm just going to change the color. So I want to change them to, they're on yellow right now. I'm going to change them to green so y'all can see it. All right. Next. Boom. And then, boom. All of them change. We missing one. Hold up. Boom. All right, there you go. So I think this is pretty dope. This is for clients, right? So they can customize, we can customize their experience. You can put your brand colors up there, you know, your favorite color, whatever. If you want to just change the mood, if you're feeling real zen and you want a certain color, you know, we can do that. And that's what I wanted to provide for you. You know, I got it looking like Christmas now. I got the red over there and the green right there. Hey, that's what we're in. We're in the giving spirit, that Christmas cheer. You feel me? All right. Next up, what do we have? We have storage. Listen, I wanted to get some dedicated memory cards for the studio. Again, we got 3 cameras for our podcast recordings, and I wanted memory cards just for here. I didn't want myself or any of the engineers to have to use our own personal memory cards. These cards are dedicated here. I got 5 total, just in case, you know, one gives out or, you know, hey, we didn't, whatever. And so therefore we needed some extra. So I got 5 total, and they were SanDisk 128 gigabyte Extreme Pro at a cost of $22.83 per card. All right. The next thing that I got a little, storage box to keep those in as well. But the next storage devices that I bought were the Samsung SSD T7 storage. SSD stands for solid state drive, and the capacity on each drive is 1 terabyte. So 2 of those at a cost of $89.99 a piece. Yeah, those are dedicated for here as well, so that we don't have to use our own or other external hard drives or anything. We have those here. They're plugged into the Mac Minis. So when you finish recording, you take your files from the memory cards, dump them onto the SSD storage drive, and you're good to go. You can begin editing, or you come back in, you know, later and do what you need to do. All right, so let me tell y'all, before I tell y'all this last item that made the upgrade list, I joined a peer group called the Studio Business. Been on the waiting list maybe a month, and then the group kicked off last week. Similar to a Discord, but we're not using Discord. It's another app that is used, I think it's the Circle. So we have live streams on the Circle. You know, there's posts, there's an engagement. It's like a social site just for us. And it's all studio owners, whether it's podcast studio, music studio, you know, photography, filmmaking. All of us are in there together, and it's a group effort. It was one founder or a person who created, his name is Tom, and he's actually how I emulated my studio upstairs. He has the Chicago podcast studio. I watched some of his videos on YouTube, and he helped me out a lot just by talking about his process and how he got into the business. So when I was designing my space, I checked out those videos, and then he said because of the overwhelming questions that he got, he noticed a need for the studio space, or the space for studio owners. So he created it, and he created it with founding members. So we're called founding members. It is 15 of us. So, you know, I'm feeling kind of special, like, yes, I'm a founding member. But anyway, I've gotten value out of that group already. You know, we've been going at this thing for about a week and a half now, and there's a section in the Circle where you can ask questions. You know, people, you ask a question, people can answer it and things like that. So there's one guy, he showed a picture of his space, and he was talking about how his clients run over on their podcast. Like, you know, how do I get them not to run over time? You know, I even have the countdown clock in here, and they still run over. And my mind, countdown clock. I never thought about that, you know, because in here, we can see the time because it's on our mixer. We can see how long they've been recording. And then we just have little nonverbal cues. This is wrap it up. You got 5 minutes left, wrap it up. That's what we've always used, but I never thought about getting a countdown clock. This bad boy right here. Oh man. So it's on the time mode right now, but I can change it to the timer. It's about 8 minutes set on there right now. So just showing you. I mean, you guys know what a countdown does and how it works, but this was like, oh my God, like, yo. So now I can have this set up to where the client can see, you know, hey, this is what's going on. This is how much time you got left. So this along with this, they'll know what I'm talking about because I tell them what this is before they start recording. And then when it happens and I'm doing this, they're kind of looking like, what? So now they can see the time. When it gets to that 5, wrap that thing up. And then when it gets down to 10 seconds, you know, so pretty dope. I got 2 of those and they were at a cost of $24.99 a piece. And I'm extremely excited about this thing right here. Something that might be very small to some is like a big deal to me because it's like, I just never thought about that. So thankful to the group for being created, you know, and then the conversation in there is amazing, pretty dope that you can get with like-minded individuals, your peers, and the info sharing is crazy. It's crazy. So again, that's something very simple. You guys may have thought of it, but I didn't. So I'm looking forward to all the other things that I will gain from this group and that I would be able to contribute to the group. Again, we've only been at it for a week and a half, and I'm looking forward to the future and see how this thing evolves. All right, so that's all of the updates for right now. I didn't get into some of those smaller things like accessories, dummy batteries, and stuff like that. But of course, each one of these things, they require accessories. And John is requiring me to get a printer because he's like, we need a printer. And I was like, again, I didn't think about that. So now that we are growing, printer is going to be next on the list, and he wants it for the more admin stuff because he does some of that paperwork and things like that. And we say he's in charge of HR, you know, because he be getting all this together. He's writing the policies, the handbook, and things like that. So we need to get him a printer so he can make those things happen. Listen, all of these upgrades are for our clients. It's going to make life so much better and it's going to improve the client experience. I feel like we already provide a dope experience to our clients, but these upgrades are taking that experience to the next level. And you should constantly be thinking of how can you continue to wow them. They're my clients today because we've wowed them before, but they are continuing to get wowed over and over and over again. That's why they're remaining clients. So with the new cameras, you already know the work before was dope. The work that you've seen, if you've hired us, if you follow the social media, the work that you've seen, that was dope. But now with these new mirrorless cameras, the videos, the photos, everything is going to be top tier with the new computers, the editing bay here. Now our turnaround time was already amazing. Now it's going to be even better because we're currently at 48-hour turnaround. And my thing is, I'm trying to figure out how do we get it in 24 hours? How do we, lessen that? So do we drop it to 36? This might take us to 36 hours. And then I'm gonna be thinking of the next level of how do we get it to 24 hours? The storage space, that makes workflow better for us and makes us work more efficient. By me buying 2 of these timers, that was to make things efficient. We have a dedicated podcast space upstairs. That one is mounted up there at the engineer's desk. This one is gonna be down here so that we can move it around the studio because people shoot in different areas. Let's say you want to shoot on a grass wall this week, and next week you want to shoot over here in this corner. Well, we need to be able to have this move where you go. And then the week after that, you want to shoot right here where I'm shooting right now. So, hey, we need to have this right behind the camera. So I'm thinking of mounting this to a small tripod or maybe mounting it to the light stand so that it's out of the camera's view, but you as the guest, the client, can see it as you're filming your talking heads, you're filming your podcast and things like that. So I think I've talked enough and I need a little bit of water now, but I've enjoyed walking through these things that we got. Sometimes I just come to the studio and I am amazed at how this place has grown. I got the keys March 30th of last year. Today of filming this is April 6th, and I'm just amazed at how much we've grown. Because I remember April 6th of 2023, this place didn't look like this and didn't have none of this stuff in here. So now to see all of these things in here and for us to continue to put out great content, I'm happy. I'm happy. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. All right. So appreciate y'all tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.